what we have decided for today, as in what is PowerPoint presentation and how you can excel in PowerPoint presentation. I'll be sharing my screen. So I've not created any PowerPoint as to show as in how it is created. We'll actually create it together and we'll learn the techniques as in when the meeting progresses. So as you all know, so can everyone let me know in the chat as in how would you rate yourself in PPTs out of 10, like 10 being the highest and 1 being the lowest, because then based on that I have 4. Okay, got it. Some people are very expert, but on an average people are facing little bit difficulty with PPTs. Okay, so everyone, I actually got, so I hope I would actually be able to add some insightful things for your PPT sessions. So as you all know, what is PPT? Like, what is the difference between, like, why do people create PPT and not just create a Word document and notes or something of that sort? So also there's a rule for this class. We'll be chatting for the next 1 hour over the messages, and in the last 15 minutes I would actually ask Ekta to unmute, like whoever, like Manik has raised his hand, but sorry, we'll be actually be able to take your question after like a hour from the last 15 minutes. So be patient and then keep your questions accumulated for the next 15 minutes. Correct? So it gives a good visual, it shows a pictorial view rather than so just to give a insight as to what difference a PPT gives from the like a normal note, or like when you go to pitch something, or when you have to show a particular performance report of the company to suppose the senior people or to the investors or someone, to the external person. I think just going to the meeting room and blabbering something wouldn't actually put anything in the mind of the officials or the person for whom you have made all the presentation analysis. I think the pictures speak more than words. People don't remember the words what you say, but what you present in form of pictures, in form of visual art, that actually gets etched into the memory of the people rather than words. So what I think that it is a quite effective way of communicating your ideas to the external people. It actually tries to convey like the complex thoughts, because in PPT, which you all know, if you make it very clumsy, or you have to write some story or something, you have to write about the company. But what happens, you can write the same thing in Word, you can go over 1 page of writing the same thing, but in PPT the only difference is that you have to be very crisp, like not much words. You have to limit yourself to around the headlines which you want the people to remember, only the headlines. Suppose the performance was up by 10%, the volume was up by 10%. When you go and tell, okay, in this segment it was up, in this segment it was down, you can do this in Word or in Excel format. But when it comes to PPT, you have to give the crisp number, not the whole story. So I think you can make your complex notes or concepts into very small and very effective manner. You can communicate through PPTs. Also, uh, since everyone here is a corporate employee, um, how it does not gives your presentation, your company an edge over the other companies or something else. It as in it is also knowing the PPT skills is as good as very important as Excel, MS Word, or mail. How do you write mails? It carries the same weightage of how to learn how to make PPTs, because if the person sitting beside you is very good in PPT skills and you don't know how to make PPTs, you can only do Excel, you can only write in words. I think the other person who has a 360-degree knowledge about all these things will actually stand out So I think just not for visualization, I think it is actually very important for, from a career point of view. As I always said you, that it is a very important storytelling tool. It gives an entire workflow, an entire story flow, rather than if you give a particular, if you're going in a meeting and you are just showing the excel, you have done the work, the calculation in excel, I think people will start losing interest. But the same thing, the same numbers, even if it is wrong or something, if you put it in a PowerPoint showing the graphs, the pie chart, the different type of um, like the bullets or the numbers or the pictures, I think that will be a more helpful tool rather than showing in Excel. So let's, without uh, any delay, let's start with how to create a PPT. So I haven't made any PPT as in to show you all. I would actually like to go in step by step as to how to create an effective PPT. So there are different type of PPT. I'll show you a very simple way. Actually, it is actually a shortcut as in how you can make good PPTs rather than taking hours and hours in designing the PPT. So I'll just share my screen. So let me know if my screen is visible. Give me a heads up. Correct. Thank you. Um, so I would actually like people to be interactive in case I'm going really fast with some of the function or you're not able to understand anything. If you want to ask me anything, if you want me to repeat, you can just post your question in the chat box. I'm actually looking through the chat box and we'll make this session interactive. So I also work for a company apart from doing content creation. So I very well understand like how it feels attending a particular seminar just after lunch. So I actually can understand everyone. So let's make it very interactive. Okay. Okay, Rashmi, your question. Actually, I'll deep dive into your question at the when we're doing it. We'll start with the basics of PPT. So I'll actually go tab by tab, as in how each tab can like the not the very basic. I'll go with little bit intermediate portions of the PPT. So I've just opened a normal PPT. Hope my screen is visible. I have just opened a normal PPT. I have not selected any black presentation, nothing. I've just opened a normal PPT. So suppose I have a meeting in next 2 hours, and my boss has asked me, okay, these are the points which we want to capture. We want to show it to the senior management and quickly make a PPT on that. So I think rather than putting the numbers or putting in the data in the PPT or feeding the data, mostly I think it takes time as to think out, okay, which design I'll be going through. So do you all face the same issue like what I'm talking about? Rather than feeding the data in the PPT, we are actually concerned, okay, will my boss like this presentation or the design, or is my PPT becoming very tacky or very bright, or as in is it professional? So I think yes, people resonate with the same feelings. They do take more time in designing the PPT. So actually, if you're connected with me over the laptop, you can just like work out the same thing with me and let me know if you face the same issue. I think people, are you connected with me over laptop? You can just open a normal PPT file. So if everyone can see my screen, I've just opened the PPT, and you can see there are many templates, ready-made themes which you have. So depending on what you require. So suppose I am writing something as in um, I have to make a presentation on environment, something on environment, that how much pollution the company is creating, or so can you see, I just have written environment, and I've got three different type of templates which I can work on. Suppose I work on something professional. So there are so many themes which are related to it. You can actually pick any one of it. And suppose I have picked this restaurant pitch deck. Suppose a person is there. He has actually gone to Shark Tank or some investor, and he has like very quickly created a PPT, and this is for a restaurant. So we'll click over here, create. So people who are raising their hand, they can actually post their question in the chat box. I'm actually going through the chat box questions also. So tell me guys, if you were planning to make a particular PPT with this much designing and all those things, how much time would you have taken? There are around 26 slides in this particular design. How much time would you all take to make this design? 5 to 7 hours, Danish is saying. Okay, lot of time. Can anyone tell how much time did we take to do this? I think not more than 30 seconds also. No, so Mayura, I am asking the data is not ready in this. I just have to create the template one day. Okay. So I think you can actually try using this thing. This is a design template. You can, but the only prerequisite that you have to work using your Wi-Fi or your mobile data, and then only all the online templates will be accessible to you. If you switch off your internet and then you're opening a PPT, you won't be able to see all those features. So was it cool, or like, how many people knew about this? Rashid, you can just write your query in the chat box.
Isha, Rashi has already given her a query under the chat box. So she wanted to know how to add the company logo in every slide.
Okay, I think that was Rashmi.
Yes, Rashmi.
But I think Rashid Khan is actually raising his hand. That is why I was asking. So coming to the question which Rashmi has asked me, how to put logo in all the sheet rather than going in one sheet. Suppose this is the logo, restaurant logo is there. I go to view. I just click on any of the slide and I go to view, and I go to the slide master. So when you go to the slide master, you can actually put the same thing and it will get applied to all the slides of the particular presentation. So suppose I want to add this thing. It will so this I can go and I can replicate in all the slides. And when I close the master view, you can actually see it on all the slides on wherever you want to put the company logo. Suppose I've put a logo as Apple. I can put it anywhere, like just not over here. So if you don't open the slide master, you won't be able to make the changes. Neither you will be able to make the changes over here or anywhere. Like you won't be able to change the picture also. So that is the thing, you have to open the slide master and make all the changes. Like what happens, slide master opens the background of all the things content have been put on the particular slide, all those things actually gets active, and you can go and change it over here. Click on to edit master title slide and all those things. When you close your slide, here you could see that only the actual heading is written, but when you open it in the slide master, you can actually go and change it over here. So that is how you put a particular thing embed into the slide. So Rashmi, was I clear with your question? Okay, so Satyam, yes, Rashmi. Nitin, I'm actually not sure whether you will be using. I think you can use it in pirated version also. I don't see the same. I don't see the difficulty. So we'll start from the first function, like off track. We went a little bit off track, and I actually went to slide master, which I thought of sharing at the end of the class. So is everyone aware of what is smart art? I'll open a new slide. I'll open a blank slide over here. Okay. And is everyone aware of what is smart art? Okay. So I randomly open a clean data. You can actually work in anything which you want. I have just opened a blank sheet, and here in insert option, when you click on any of the slide and you go to the insert option over here, you can see the smart art over here. So what happens? Suppose you have to make a company timeline. The company started from 2000. In 2001, the company acquired a different company. In 2003, this happened. So you can actually do many things using smart art over here. I'll just open. You can use actually any of them. I'll start with this one. So here, I suppose I write company is formed in, suppose I write over here year 2000. Text is company was making 10 lakhs. Suppose I don't want this text, I can delete it. Again, I come over here, suppose it is year 2008, acquired XYZ, made a record profit. So could you see like how we can use smart art? So this was only just one sample of how you can make a smart art. So if you wouldn't have used smart art, you would have actually made this shape, then you have put a bullet inside, you would have actually written this. So here, using the smart art feature, you can change the formatting once you have created. So that's the use of smart art. So is it okay for everyone? Like this is just one feature of smart art. Anyone wants me to repeat, or should I go ahead with the next function? You can change the fill from here. You can change the shape outline from here. You can change the wording, change the word format, word art style. So this was one feature of smart art. And there actually you can go and you can explore this section. There are many other features, like the list is there, the like the workflow is there, the cycle is there, like how the manufacturing cycle happens, that you can make. The hierarchy in your company you can make. There are different matrices, as in to do the strength, weakness, opportunities, and the SWOT analysis, the pyramid. Many things are there. You can actually put pictures in all the gaps which have been created over here. Now, there are many features. You can go ahead with this. I'll go to the next feature. So I'll add one more slide. I'll choose a blank slide. So is everyone aware as to how to add tables in PowerPoint rather than copy pasting a particular sheet from the Excel and then pasting? You people know how to add tables, correct? How to, I think people are aware as into how to change the formatting, how to put online pictures. I think I've just shown you how to put a online picture. So are you aware that there's a feature in PowerPoint through which you can record a screen and take screenshots and put it over here in PowerPoint? Suppose there's a meeting going on and you want to record a particular part of the meeting and put it in your PowerPoint presentation. So are you aware as in how to go ahead with that? Okay, so people are not aware. Same, I actually opened a new slide. I go to the insert option, and then at the end of this insert ribbon, you can see screen recording. So when you click on screen recording, here you can get various options as in select area and all those things, and you can add it in the screen recording over here. So like I'll show you how to do a screen recording. Can you see like this part is getting selected? So I'll just press on record and whatever I do within this selected area will get recorded. Suppose I am adding a chart over here. In this particular part, it will get recorded and later I can put it as a recording in my hope this was useful. I'll move on to the next part. So next part which I'll be going through is how to add charts in Excel. Charts in PowerPoint. So you go to the insert option here. There are different type of charts based on what was your requirement. Maybe it's a line chart, pie chart, bar chart, anything. You can get a various So Rashmi is asking what is the use of screen recording in PowerPoint presentation. So see Rashmi, suppose you are in a meeting with some person and you want actually to you want to put in your PowerPoint presentation that this is the recording of the meeting. Now, if you're on Teams or you're having the meeting over Google Meet or on Zoom, you won't be able to get the recording of that. So what extra feature which PowerPoint gives you, it here the screen recording. You can record your computer screen and also the audio and you can put it in the PowerPoint. So suppose there's a meeting and you have to record a particular portion of the meeting and you have to put it in the PPT. So that's when the screen recording is useful for you. There are many other situations where this will work miracles for you. So you can just not put the screen recording, you can actually put the audio or the video which is there. So I'll tell you how, like when you put an audio, when you put a video, you would have seen that when there are meetings, the presenter actually plays a particular video which he has inserted in that particular PPT only. So like, can you all tell me like how it is done? There are three features over here: video, audio, and screen recording. When I go to the video option, it is video on my PC or you can put an online video too. So I go over here, you can only do it from the YouTube. So suppose I actually select how to excel in PPT skills. Suppose I select this. And this first video only, so this is the video I have inserted in my PowerPoint. When you double click on that, this video will start playing, and this video will come along with the audio thing. So you can just select this.
Today, I want to show you how.
So I hope the audio was perfect for this video. You could actually try this feature after the session ends. You can actually change there are different format options which you get. Like you can change the color, you can put it in a particular frame, you can change the video shape, you can do a lot many things with that. So this is one feature of PowerPoint. I'll go to the next feature which I've thought of explaining. So we are done with the, I actually don't think there are much options in the home. There are other features which you will go, as in the insert options is done. Think the chart. You can actually try this, Indira. You can put the date and time also in the header footer option is there. You can put the slide numbers from here. Can you see in the insert option? In the footer, you over here in the preview, you can put the slide numbers. So can you see over here? 1 minute. So can you see the date has come over here? Because I have clicked on apply to all. And here the date automatically will be changing, as in if you open this file tomorrow, the date will be changing. So these are the various features in insert. Let's go to the design option. So let's go to the design option. Suppose right now what I had opened was a template. If you're not okay with using the template and you want to use a particular design, you can actually do that from here too. In the design, you can actually select lot many themes are here, but I would actually always prefer using the online templates rather than this one, because this I think these are very plain templates compared to what the online option is available for you. So I think, but this is also one feature where you can add the templates. Suppose you don't like the color, the black color over here, you can actually go and format the color from here. You can actually select the solid fill. You can actually go and select the solid fill and you can change the color from here. This will change uh, though that specific for that specific slide only. So this is one feature which you can do in the templates. Next, I will go to, I'll just close this one. So this is one slide which I have opened, and I want to do a particular transition or for this page. Suppose this page is, I think, slide number 10. So slide number 10 is, if I want to, when the preview happens, so I want this page to come a little bit faded. So I hope guys you knew about this feature before. Yes, people knew about this feature because this was the traditional feature which is always there in PowerPoint. There's a new morph transition which has come in the latest Office 360 from Office 2001 version. Right now, which I am using is a older version, but actually you can try the morph transition through which I actually show a video because I won't be able to do it on my laptop because mine is in Office 2013 and it can only work on 2021 and above. So I'll actually show a video as in what is a morph transition and but before that, I think we can do with the traditional PowerPoint, which is available in my version. So, Manik, don't worry, I won't be teaching macros. That's actually a very advanced level, which I will not be going through in PowerPoint. And I'll actually go through the normal PPT, which you actually use in your day-to-day corporate life, of office life, or in your personal life. So don't worry, I actually won't go through the macros. Suppose, so can anyone tell me what is the difference between a transition and animation? Since many people were aware as in what is transition. So can anyone tell me like who has already worked with the PPT files as in what is transition and animation, the difference between both of them? Anyone just give a try. Okay, and what is animation, Sunil? Okay, so actually people are aware as in what is the difference between transition and animation. Uh, so transition happens on a particular slide, like the entire slide, and not just on particular objects of the slide. But what animation does, animation works for a particular object. Suppose I click on this picture and then I say fly in. When I do a preview of that, this thing will automatically, when the slide appears, this will come in a different motion. What happens with transition? So suppose I select this particular slide. Suppose I want it with random bars. Suppose I preview it. It came with random bars. So I want the effect option. You can actually go and change it from here. And you can actually put sound like applause. So if I'm playing it, that was actually too loud, but you can put your customized sound whenever the next slide is coming. This is you can apply to all the same transition. You can apply to all the slides. If you press over here, apply to all. For how many duration you want that particular transition to go on, that is the duration. Here right now I have selected like not much time. I'll select actually 1.25. Now when I preview on it, this is very loud applause. I'll actually remove the sound, and if I click on this and I come over here, suppose I do a flash and I do a preview of it. If you increase the time from here, automatically the transition will take more time. Like it will come more like it will take more time in showing the flash and then the actual slide to entirely come up. So this here you can apply to all. You can actually automate it. Like here right now I've selected, when I'll do a mouse click, then only the same slides transition will happen. But here you can actually do that after this much time, after this much seconds. Suppose after 30 seconds, your slide will automatically change from slide number 10 to slide number 11. So that option is available with you. What happens with animation, as I have showed you all, the particular objects in one slides get affected. If you want to apply animation over here, you won't be able to apply it all. Are you getting my point? So we were actually going through the animation and the transition difference. When I go to the animation part, I hope the transition thing was clear with everyone. Give me a heads up in the chat. For Deepan and Kapil, it was okay. For the rest of the people, are you there with me in the session? Good. People are actually responding. So I'll go to the animation thing. So as you all understood that when I was selecting the transition option, I can actually go and apply to all over here. So the same transition would have been gone and applied in all my, I think there are 30 slides, all transition would have been same. But the difference with animation is that you have to actually manually go to each of the objects in one particular slide. Suppose I want to come over here. As you all know, I've selected this fly in option for this. Now I want to come to this key matrices, and I have, suppose I have selected this graph, and now I want to show a different thing over here. So can you see that I have to go in manually to each of the objects of the particular slide to add in the animation. So it is a very manual thing compared to the transition. Here you can now once that's done, as in which subjects you want to put particular animations, you can go to those particular animation, and in the effects option you can actually so suppose this actually works when, so this is one thing, this is one table on which I have to put animation, suppose random bars. Okay, there are in this particular slide there are two animations. One is this revenue, second is key matrices. Is everyone with me? Now here I go to the effect options which is there in animation, and I suppose I have changed it to vertical. Now I go over here and I say that by series I want. So what will happen? 1111 series will come up. Like not all, like can you see, are you able to see that there are 5 different bars over here? And here you can get an option, as in I've selected this particular graph, and by element in category, by element in series, by category as series, as one object. So suppose I have selected this entire sheet, entire graph, and select as one object. When you come to preview, so when you come to preview, 1 minute, bye. So can you see the option, the bars moving individually? Guys, are you with me? Are you able to see the Mars? Yes, people are able to see. So this is with the effects option. Correct. So everyone is with me. So this is with the FX option. You won't get this FX option for all the things, like over here when I've selected. Suppose I've selected this particular table, and here you won't be able to see the same effect options which you are able to see in a graph, because here you get a scope of creating an animation in the different charts also. So these are very cool features which are there, as in when you want to just present some numbers or to your superior, but do keep in mind that many people actually don't like, so these are actually very so the liking for every PowerPoint depends on the person to whom you're presenting. Many people actually want very clean, silent PowerPoints. Many people actually want animations. They actually like animation. So you have to understand as in what the person wants before making the animations and the transition or all any design which you're inserting in your PowerPoint. So this was some features. Now if you go deep into how to use an animation, there's an animation pane over here. So when you click on that, you can actually move this thing. Like if I've selected this particular portion, so actually you can change this thing as in when do you want your things to come up. Like here, you can actually, like when you make a reel in Instagram and you want to put certain objects like in the Instagram reel, you can actually see this feature too, as in at what point of time you want your objects to be there, at what point you want them to start, at what time you want to get them disappeared. So this is one feature which is very useful. I've just done a random change over here. There's no particular thought which I've making the changes. I do a preview of it. Can you see as in when it is moving, the things are getting changed? Were you able to see that the first placeholder, which is 1, this entire series 1, which is this one, which is this one, this will be there from the starting till the end. If you want to try as in how it works, you can put this at the end, suppose. And now if you want to do a preview, this actually says when it will start, when it will end. When this will start, when it will end, when it will start, when it will end. So this is the entire thing as in how you will be using the animation part. You can actually go and reorder it at any point of time. So depending on what is your actual use of this PPT, you can do these particular transitions. That's there. So any question with the animations part? The animation and the transition, because these two are the actually most important and the difficult portions of PPT, because rest all, if you want to insert and design, this will actually, you can do it any point of time. But understanding as in what is the difference between transition and animation, how you can use it, what is its applicability, that will actually be a little bit more tougher than the other options. We'll take in the questions at the end, like you can actually speak, but right now I think I would actually if you can actually write in the chat box your queries, that would be more helpful. Umesh actually had raised its hand, so I would actually ask Umesh to write his question in the chat box. So I hope everyone knows what is the use of this particular slideshow ribbon. Please let me know in the chat box. Correct. So Indira, through this slideshow ribbon in the PPT, you can actually make your PowerPoint presentation actually work. It comes in the full slide. You can actually start playing it from the beginning, from the current slide where you are, from slide number 2. You can you can actually play, you can actually show you can actually do a rehearse of it, like what will be the timing, how many seconds you're taking to complete the entire PPT slideshow. So you get a rehearsal as in how many minutes you'll be showing the slideshow, how many minutes you'll be speaking, and then how many minutes you'll allow the audience to ask questions. Also, I actually didn't tell you about this feature. There, if you can see my screen, there's a notes option which is totally at the bottom of the PowerPoint. Can you see this notes option? Can you see it increasing? So what happens that right now I am making I need to be like, I don't need to remember these are the clients, these are the orders, these are the numbers, or this is the revenue. But over here, many people, when they speak in front of a big forum, they actually they have to remember these numbers, and actually you won't be able to learn all these numbers. So here there is an option in notes. You can actually write the company made so much excess revenue over the past 1 year. So you can write this thing, and much revenue over the past 1 year. You can write this thing over here, and when you're presenting a particular PPT, when you click over here, the audience won't be able to see this particular note which you have written for yourself. You won't be able to, the audience to whom you're presenting the slideshow, that particular audience won't be able to see this particular note, and you can actually present your PPT without showing the notes which you have written for speaking. So this is one feature which you can actually use when you're presenting a particular PPT. So is there any question which you have? Because I'll be actually going last portion, which is the review ribbon of the PPT. Any questions? We'll go to the last option, which is the review option. So we'll go to the, we can actually complete this and then we'll take all the question for the next 20 minutes. So what happens that suppose when you are reviewing a particular PPT, you can actually find there are very mistakes which are there in the PPT. You want something to be changed. From the, you can actually add in new comments. So from here, like over here, you can actually add that, change this color to blue from black. You can actually do that. Or you can start this inking. You can actually come and highlight. You can actually highlight. Can you see the highlight is happening over here? And you can change the features from here. You can also use the eraser. So you can use this feature, like suppose I'm using this red option and you want to circle this portion and ask, okay, why have you done this? So so you can also you can actually use these features when you're reviewing someone else's work. You can also erase it. So this was the basic outlining, as in how you can use PowerPoint to make good presentations and to review or to make transitions, or how to insert the different medias in PowerPoint. We'll actually, the last 15 minutes are there of this, and I would actually like that people.
Yeah. So if anybody wants to ask directly certain solutions to your like where you are stuck while doing your PPT and all. So if you want a quick tips and tricks, you can raise your hands. We will move to the panelist link and you can directly ask your query with Isha. And meanwhile, I'll also like to launch the feedback poll wherein you can help us in getting you can rate the session on the feedback poll which is live on your screen, so that we'll also get to know about like what are the things that in the future sessions that you will also, it will help us to curate the future sessions as well. So we have raised one hand from Mr. Dipan.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
hi team. Good evening.
Good
So,
evening, Deepan.
Isha, actually, I was going through the presentation. I have been into this presentation for past 6 to 8 years. I was playing with these animations. But right now, when you are showing the animation for two things, one is you are showing the bar chart, and another one is the records which you are displaying on the left side. So whether is it possible to show only for the particular year first? If we are having 4 or 5 years, you are showing everything at once. I don't want to go with that way. If it is 2010, only the 2010
Hmm.
record displayed, and the next the bar chart needs to be displayed. And again, when I explained about the 2010 and I am going back to 2015, then the records needs to be displayed for 2015 on the left side, and then the bar chart should be displayed. Whether this is possible with the existing animations, or do we need to make the manual animations? Because I usually follow the manual animations. I will follow animation for each and every rows. I don't go with the full structure at once. So that's why I want to confirm whether is it possible, uh, whether the existing animation is already present or.
So I'll just share my screen back 1 minute.
Yeah.
So you're saying that you want the first 2010 to be animated, and then you want it when you complete the explanation of 2010, you want 2011, then again you want to complete, and then as in fourth you want to move on.
Yes, if you see on the left side, key metrics is that. So I don't want to show all the 5 years at once. I want to show the improvement one by one. So first row I will be displaying, I will be saying how many revenues we have been generated. So the revenue by year chart will be displayed. Then I will go for the second row. Then the revenue by year chart needs to be displayed. So that when you are showing an improvement, that would be very helpful for the one which you are presenting, right? So we will be showing the growth of the company at that time. If you are showing all at once, we can understand, but it will be more interactive.
It won't, the surprise actually will be revealed.
Yes.
So I think if you want to do this for a particular table, if you're saying, as per me, it cannot be done at one go. It cannot be done.
Okay.
So what I would actually prefer that you would actually create 5 different tables for it, and you can put the animation of 5 different tables, and then you can put a particular time period after which it will automatically appear, or you can give a mouse click.
Parallelly, we can when on click it will be displaying the records.
Yes,
Yeah, we
yes.
can do
So
that.
I think because that feature, this animation feature won't work for it will work for the entire table, but it can't do for each and every single row. So I think you can put one line columns over there, and you can actually animate those all things.
Okay, understood. Yeah, thanks. But as you said, the normal presentations will be much boring, right? So when it comes to animations, it will be interactive. So that would what I would like to prefer more than normal presentations. If you're showing everything in single stance, so there won't be much interaction and there won't be much surprises. So if
Correct.
you're showing step by step, then it's going to be an interactive one, and the ones which they are looking at the presentation, they will be eager to look what is coming next. So
Correct.
that's what I usually used to do. That's what I was also uh,
No, that
seeing.
surprise element will actually vanish away if you show the entire table at one go. Suppose you want to show some forecast. If
Yeah.
you show the entire forecast at one go, that when you speak, that excitement will actually fall down. So I think that is okay. If you want the particular rows, you can actually put different rows, and for each row you can put an animation.
Yeah,
And
I can
after
understand
a
that.
particular period, you can just like you have spoken for next 15 seconds. after 15 seconds, you can actually give that automation to PowerPoint, and after 15 seconds, automatically the next row will come in picture. Or you can use with a mouse click or with the right click option over here in the keyboard.
Okay, then this already existing animation won't work. We need to put it, for example, on the left side, whatever 5 records are there, we will be creating each 5 records separately. We will give animation for the first record. Then we will create a bar chart. We will go for the bar chart, and the first bar chart will be, as we will be giving the second animation. Again, we will be coming back to the left side as a third animation. Only this works.
No. So I'll share my screen. I think we're not actually speaking on the same note. So what I was saying, suppose this is 2010. Suppose this is 2010. You only want the red column, the red row, and the first 2010 to appear.
Yes.
Now, if I want to put the animation on this thing, it won't come for single rows. So what I want to say, in this same slide only,
Okay.
the first column will be, the first row will be there, the second column will be there. This will be in one particular table.
Okay.
You will put a particular animation for that 2 rows. Again, you will not join these 2 particular table. You will actually make another table with only 1 row and 5 columns. And
Okay.
then you give the second animation, as in this way it will go. Now,
Okay,
if you want to show the animations in the bar graph one by one, so in the bar graph, you can actually choose each of the graph, and you can actually go to the animation pane, and you can change the start and end time from here.
Okay.
The timing you can actually select, like from this duration you want, or from what is the timing, or when do you want. So you can actually explore these options for like putting in the idea which you have.
Sure. Yeah, thanks for your suggestion.
Thank you.
So has anybody else has certain questions to ask? You can also come down to this panelist link, and you can ask your queries. I think there is one question under the Q&A section, which is how we can
Yes,
protect
so-
PPT or disable editing after completion.
So to answer your question, when you go to the, so I'll just share my screen back. Just give me 1 minute. So is my screen visible? So
Yes.
from here in the file option, you can protect your presentation, like mark it as final. Let readers know that the presentation and final, and they can only read only. So from here you can like disable all the changes. And there are different type of protection, like without password it won't open. There's a digital signature. And so from here, mark as final. When you do that, no one will change, and it will only be under read only mode. So hope I was able to answer your question.
Okay. So as we are coming to conclude this session, so if you have any other further questions or queries, you can still put it in a Q&A section, wherein Isha will be addressing those questions as well. And I would also like to express my gratitude to all of you for attending for this session. And we have the further, like the next week session, we will be having on delivering on PowerPoint presentation. So please stay tuned with us, and you can also register for the next session or through the Ethica portal or through the links which you will be receiving via emails. Thank you so much, Isha, for sharing us such a insightful and practical tips, which will definitely help us to curate more such PowerPoint presentations and with the animations and all. So thank you so much, Isha, for giving us such a wonderful session today.
Thank you, Ekta, for giving this platform. I was able to talk to like more than 100+ participants, and it was a great knowledge sharing session. Looking forward for more insightful sessions. Thanks everyone for joining, and have a good evening and a great weekend. So thank you everyone.